Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today I'm playing the Total War Warhammer 2 Battle Replay. So, as you can see, I'm bringing the Beastman again, and I'm against Chaos. So, I think this is always a fun matchup, honestly, but I'm trying out what I learned from the Lisbon build, which is Minotaurs are great now. They're just higher model counts now, and that is a huge bonus. It makes them really good. So anyway, front line of cheap Ungor. I've got 2 units of Minotaurs. I've got Morghur the Shadowgrave and a Brain Shaman of Wild. I've also got 2 units of Ungor Raiders here. And where's the rest of my force? Oh yes, over here I also have these 2 Centaurs with great weapons, as well as Chaos Warhounds of Poison. There seems to be some sort of camp over here, which is very spooky. Isn't that fun? Also, over here we go. I have 2 more Centaurs with great weapons and a couple of Ungor Raiders. So I want to get the Ungor Raiders just on the side, shoot into the into the back of them really. Because by then, hopefully the Centaurs would have mopped up any cavalry. So it means they can just keep shooting and pull units out of the way. It should be really good. So my opponent here, he's got a front line of Forsaken. Forsaken can do great against Ungor. They're just going to tear them apart. Also, Chaos Warriors are great weapons. These are always a great pick, in my opinion. Also some Forsaken. He's got some Chaos Warriors with halberds on either side, which I think are a really good pick against Beastman. Actually, a lot of the stuff that's really going to threaten you is going to be, Minotaurs and stuff like that. So having some like armored anti-large, just decent, units like that, it's good. He's got some more Forsaken in the back. So a lot of Forsaken, so my front line is screwed. Also, he has a Chaos Sorcerer of Metal, and he has Archaon the Everchosen. And over here, he also has Chaos Knight with Lances, and Chaos Warhounds with Poison. So, pretty good, pretty good. Let's see how this goes. So, I'm charging my front line. Well, I'm sort of re-posturing. And over here, I'm going to pull these guys out the side. And these guys are still there. So here, I actually try and get my archers start shooting at the sorcerer, because that'll be a nice, easy get if he decides to stand still, which would be great. So yep, charging my front line, charging at everybody. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, guys. Probably. And I think he's just about to get me with a final transmutation. Ah, yeah, he got me, didn't he? Ah. So over here, I didn't actually notice these guys come out. I was a bit slow there, which is really annoying. That really upset me. I was too busy trying to get this stuff around the sides. So that's annoying. I'm going to use these guys to cycle charge in the rear, try and help my front line out a bit. And over here you can see my Warhounds are a bit knackered. There's, well, yeah, both a bit knackered. But the Chaos Knights with Lances are still going, so I'm going to double back and charge into them again. So here you go, doubling back. Unfortunately, my Warhounds are gone. His are still going. So that's a bit iffy. But the Centaurs will actually trade pretty effectively here. And I'm going to use one of my archers to back him up. And I think I do send one of my Minotaurs out. The fact that I pulled a Minotaur out, probably a good thing. Because, well, where are the other ones? Where are the other Minotaurs at? Were they over there? Where are they? I can't even tell anymore. Oh, I pulled both of them out, that's why. Okay, well, I pulled them out. There are a load of halberds knocking around. So, anyway. So, rear charge into halberds. Fine, it's a rear charge, and I'm not going to stick around long. So, that's cool. Also, Chaos Spawn. So, that's fun. That'll be fun. Here, you can see just 1 unit of Centaurs left in this fight, but the Chaos Knights are having a really tough time, and the Minotaurs are running to back him up. I'm also bringing these guys back. He's going to flee from the Minotaurs, but it's just going to allow these guys to get a charge off. So, and he's still under, archer fire. So, he was sort of in a lose-lose situation there. So, here, I'm rounding up most of the guys in the back. I'm going to get some Centaurs on these guys. I've got units coming back. This side of theirs has crumbled, which is great. I'm not sure quite how. He tried to wrap around me. Guess it didn't work. So Minotaurs are back in the fight, doing some serious damage. Unfortunately, I lied. I did lead those Centaurs in that fight for a long time. They're screwed. But anyway, all he's really got is these Forsaken and these Hounds and the Sorcerer. Where's Archaon gone? Oh, Archaon is fighting my Sorcerer and Morghur. So they're gonna do pretty well fighting him, I think. The Sorcerer's coming in, but he's under a lot of ranged attack. As you can see, I've still got a load of archers knocking around. But there are some other units sort of, running about. So I'm going to bring the Centaurs back in, and I'm going to start attacking these guys. So great Burning Skull there, really useful. Good Flaming Skull. So that did a fair bit of damage. I tried to avoid as much as I could, but yeah, it was still pretty good, right? I just had so much stuff here. So well worth it. So those Forsaken actually shattered. I'm trying to chase off what units are left, and it basically just means it's going to be this Sorcerer and Archaon left at this point, I think. Oh no, he does some Marauders. Oh no, Chaos Warriors are great weapons. Oh, I thought he said Marauders anyway. So we had Chaos Warriors. So yeah, here, yeah, his Sorcerer's going to be surrounded now by Minotaurs, and yeah, he's getting poisoned by the Warhounds. They're never going to let him take off again. and it's only a matter of time before this guy gets killed. So at this point you realise there's no way. I mean, look at this. It's nonsense. So yeah, so it's a pretty good matchup, I think. I think Beastmen are good against literally everything. They just seem to do great at the moment. I don't know what it is. I think it's because they've had some buffs to like the Minotaur unit sizes. I think that's like the only thing really. Oh, and Bestigors are larger units as well now. And I think that's basically all they needed to be really competitive. Because before, Minotaurs would just get killed before they could do anything. You know, they were really useless. But now with the larger unit sizes, they're suddenly useful. You know, they can throw their weight around a lot more. They can't get focused down as easily. If you do want to retreat, you know, it's less likely that half of them are going to get caught up on something and killed. So yeah, they're just so much more useful now. They just have so much more damage output because there's more models that suddenly they're a viable pick. So there are times where, you know, you really want something like a Minotaur, and now you've got it, you know? You don't have to just make do with using Centaurs for literally everything. So it's really useful. Like, I think it's great. I think that's a great change. And the Bestigors now, having larger unit sizes, it means they can't just be trolled by cavalry. It used to be you charge them with cavalry, pretty much the entire unit would get knocked flat, and then the cavalry would run away, and you could just do that. You know, just rinse and repeat. But now, cavalry charge it, and a load of them get stuck, because they just don't have the, you know, sort of the power to knock all of them over, because there's so many more. And yeah, it just works great. Beastmen are in a fantastic position right now. Obviously, they're still suffering from sort of lack of magic damage and stuff like that, so you've still got to rely on your spellcasters to sort of kill, you know, ethereal units and stuff like that. But generally, yeah, I just think Beastmen are fantastic at the moment. So can't wait for the Regiment's Renown, and they'll just have so many tools. It'll be great. So and yeah, Chaos. I think it's a bit of a tough pick, but I don't know. I think Shaggoths are good in this matchup, and I think he needs a wider front line because I think his cheap infantry will beat the Beastmen cheap infantry. But then if the Beastmen went with like, oh, gotta bring a load of Bestigors to get through those chosen, then you can just overrun them, you know, with Marauders. And I think that'll do the job. And, you know, then you got a load of Forsaken to sort of get in at the Ungor Raiders and rear charge. I just think you need to go wide with Warriors of Chaos and then just accent it with some heavy hitters. So like, I don't know, Kolek and a Shaggoth or something. I think that's the way to do it. And then just go from one unit to the other. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. I don't know, honestly. I think I need to play around with sort of Chaos versus Beastmen a bit. And see what I come up with. But guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.